we'll get straight into it, everyone. Who would like to take the first one? Telford, go ahead.
Dane, your second consecutive 5-wicket haul. What does this say about 35-year-old fast bowlers?
Well, I'm drifting in nicely to the sun. How can I say? I'm just happy to do well for the team, putting the team in a good position. At the end of the day, I'm quite happy.
I mean, it's a long way to Lords yet, but do you have your eyes set on a place in that 11?
Sure, Lords is a very long way. I'll be 36 years old. We don't want to be sitting in a press conference and mentioning my age. I mean, it's a goal. Everybody's speaking about it. The team is focused. Tomorrow's another day. Hopefully, we can bat well and just put us in a good position and then fire away second innings.
Well, Pato, I just want to ask you a bit about yourself and Corbin. I mean, obviously you do things quite differently, but both of you are pretty successful today. I mean, how would you describe why it is that you both were able to do so well?
Well, I think obviously Corbin has the home conditions and he knows has the knowledge. To have a debut like that and pushing for 5, I think that everybody's dream. I think if you're sitting behind a school desk and you know what you want to do. Having a debut like that, that's quite special.
And then just a word on KG. I mean, he didn't get any wickets, but he bowled really well. And sort of just after he had kind of finished with Kuram, then you got him out kind of thing.
Yeah.
Just what did you make of the pressure that KG was able to put?
Yeah, I think KG's been special. Even in the Sri Lanka Test series, I think he had a lot of plays and misses. But I mean, for him to still keep on coming. It's actually good to see, not getting down on himself and things like that, still keeping his head up and that, because it can be frustrating. And I mean, a quality bowler like him, just play and missing. But I think there's a second innings, and you might be interviewing him here in the press conference, so you never know.
Next one, Ken.
Well, Dane. How important was length for you today? And what did you guys feel was kind of a pass score in those conditions? The ball seemed to move around a lot, even at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think especially with the new ball, with the harder ball, it does a bit. But I think I had to change my lengths a lot because obviously they were standing outside the crease. So I just had to pull my length back. I think after lunch I had a chat with Pete Puerta and Shukri. They just said I just need to hit the deck hard, and all of a sudden I got that variable bounce and just getting that length that I was supposed to hit. So I think I was just a bit too floaty in the morning, and I think after lunch that in that spell I just got good rhythm. So yeah.
Follow that up. Were you guys surprised how slow the pitch was? And no.
Obviously, traditionally, in Supersport Park, it's always going to be slow. So that's why I think our lengths were important in the morning. But obviously there was just a lot of rain that fell. We expect it to be slow, and hopefully it will quicken up tomorrow with a bit of sun that we had today. So let's wait and see tomorrow.
Chad, and then we'll go Ken again.
Staying well ball today. Just on those no balls, what was it about you overstepping, and did that perhaps motivate you to then push on harder and equal the number of no balls with number of wickets as well? I don't know what's happening at the moment, but it's just I think it's quite raised ends. So I think with me as a bowler, you have this type of feeling that you're spending more time in the air. So that just threw me off a bit, and obviously nerves also threw me off a bit. But as soon as I fixed it, I think I just got a good rhythm in my run-up, and I just put that behind my head and just kept on going.
the openers seemed to be getting quite comfortable until that drinks break. What was the discussion amongst yourselves? Was there anything said in that drinks break before the wickets came?
No, I think we were quite calm because I think we built good pressure. There was a lot of plays and misses in that first session. I think Temba just said, just keep calm. It will come, and yeah, it did come. I think if you're patient enough, I think you could see the shots that they chased a couple of wide balls. So yeah, I think that's the DNA that we're following.
Cool. We're going to go Ken for another one. Is that right, Ken? And then Keenan.
I remembered my other question. Dan, you were bowling your typical very accurate lines and lengths, that very good channel just outside the stump, and a couple of the Pakistan batsmen gave you the charge. I mean, they were running down the pitch to you. Do you enjoy that? Do you like it when you see batsmen doing things like that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it shows you that you're a threat once they start walking. I think even in county cricket, guys walk at me, but I've been very successful with nicking them off while walking at me. So I really don't mind it. But I mean, as soon as I see guys coming and getting a hoik, I think I'm in the game because it's not good cricket shots that we're playing. I think they were just trying to get me off my line. But yeah, I think we had a chat lunchtime, and I think I just had to bowl a bit straighter and just pull my lens back, and yeah, that worked.
Keenan?
Well, Dane.
Thanks.
You've been quite vocal about the criticism you've faced. Just how satisfying is it to put in performances like that, like today, given that?
Yeah, I mean, like I say, if people have something to say about you, they should actually take it because we all have a freedom of speech. So yeah, I think those type of things also fuel you. But yeah, like I say, you want to prove people wrong. But then again, with proving people wrong, you put the team in good positions. And I think, like I said in my little tweet, I think it's not about me. There's also the team. There's also 11 players. So yeah, so if I'm contributing, the team's in a good space. And yeah, I think people always, I probably won't be a fan favorite because I'm 35 and I bowl 124 kilometers. So yeah, I think every player goes through it. But yeah, I'm certainly not the fan favorite, but hopefully I'm getting them some likes. So yeah.
And then Dane, you've have a long distinguished domestic career. But at this stage, you mentioned your age quite a few times, but at this stage of your career, the way the ball's coming out, is this the best you've bowled and the best you are bowling?
Yeah, I think since 31, I've been bowling quite nicely. Yeah, and I think the form that I'm in, I'm not taking it for granted because I'm always going back, looking at videos. What can I do better? Is there something that I can improve on, like working at training and things like that? So it's a work in progress. I think as a bowler, you're never satisfied with things. I mean, even with this spell, I'll look and see what I can do better in the second innings. So yeah, it's always a work in progress, and I think the work stops when I stop playing cricket.
Great. One very last one from Chad as we look to wrap up.
Yeah, just to wrap in, you've mentioned it quite a bit, but at your age, I mean, to have the backing of Shooks, what does it mean for you, and how's your relationship developed since he first got in touch?
Yeah, obviously, I've always known Shooks. I used to play a lot of amateur cricket when he was coach at the Cobras back in the day. But yeah, I think when we had the chat, obviously in January, we knew what's happening, going to New Zealand. So yeah, you think, okay, this could be the last, because I still told him, oh yeah, probably 2 tests, and then that's me done. And then obviously we had a chat in New Zealand. He said, this is my plan with you. and we just had an honest and open conversation. So I knew what I had to do with my part, obviously getting in shape, training, and yeah, just trying to put in performances, and yeah, I'm repaying him. So hopefully he's chuffed with his selection.
Great. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, and compliments of the season.